Greetings, Commanders. Welcome to another episode of Ultimate Guides for Homeworld Mobile from Vertical Bar Media. Today we're going to take a look at the new update 1.8.5, just dropped this morning. So we're going to get a fresh look at it. One of the things that they've said that they've improved here is the startup time, also from the app to the start screen, but from here to the mission screen. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, this is going to be a fairly small update focusing on making considerable improvements to the stability of the game, reducing crashes and reducing hanging and freezing. There's also been some updates regarding the healing allies. We're going to see some of the scanning update, and we'll also see some of the strikes from bug strikes fixed as well. And so hopefully we just see a more stable game. Love to see that. So the first thing we got is the new scanning rework. This is going to be alright, so the first thing that we're going to have up on the docket is the new additions to the scanning update. Now, this was said by the community manager that this isn't going to replace any of the signals or lost cargoes that we already find. This should just add to them. So it shouldn't make it less likely to get insignias. It should just make it more everything else. The first thing we're going to see is Lost Mining Cargo. These are going to be available in now Uncommon, Rare, and Epic, and they're going to grant unrefined ore, gas, or crystals, rare earth, and then D or UH or crystals. The higher rarity of the box, more likely you get rare earth or the more rare resources. So those are going to be the D or H and U crystals. So it doesn't seem that it affects the quantity. You're still going to kind of get the same quantity for the rarity. The rarity just determines you getting more rare stuff, which is interesting. But my favorite, hopefully I see some of these, haven't seen it yet, but the Hiigaran Rescue Capsules is going to be a common, rare, and epic, and those are going to contain cryopods. Epics will give out either rare or epic 20%. Then we'll also see some shipwrecks. Boom, boom. Available in T2, T3, and T4. These are going to be in common, rare, and epics, and they are going to essentially provide parts and batteries. Each different shipwreck, faction shipwrecks are going to give different things. So Hiigarians are going to give module parts, while Kangassians are going to give electronics. Tanoks are going to get the weapons parts. Youts will find holes, and the MSR is just going to be a higher chance to find batteries. So you should be able to find all of those in those signals. However, it's more likely in those factions that you'll find, for example, module parts in Hiigarian shipwrecks, which is going to be pretty cool. So we'll see also abandoned freighters. These are going to be only available as uncommon, which is just basically credits, intermediary parts, and unrefined resources. We'll see geode asteroids, which contains rare earth or unrefined crystals. Lost science probes, which will give science research points or research fragments. That's interesting. The higher the rarity, the more items you can get. And then we'll also have lost pilot treasures, which are just going to be the rarest of the rare base materials. So H gas, U crystal, D ore. Higher rarity means more resources. So let's go ahead and get into the scan, see if we can find some of these. I'm over in Davadasi T1, so we're not going to find any of the, what's tier 1? We won't find any shipwrecks here, it looks like. But it looks like we got 2 on our first scan, an unknown. Oh, that's, ooh, okay, so that's going to be cool. Hiigaran Rescue Capsules do not have a tier indication. So first geoid astro that we're going to get, 24 crystal, or 24 YY rare earth. That is a pretty significant amount compared to the previous amount. Ooh, I'm going to get an uncommon officer from this cryopod. No more signals here, so let's, I don't know, go somewhere else. I haven't been in a while. Yokalau. Just kidding. I've probably been there. Who knows? So while we're jumping here, let's kind of focus in on the new market changes. So these are going to be very little change. Basically the Tannock and Liaut liaisons, uncommon and rare, missile pad and the pulsar requirements were switched, so it's just from 10 to 13, from 13 to 10 level. So for anybody that's over level 13 and isn't purchasing T4 uncommon and rare pads, those are going to be a little nice little bump for you. Lower the unlock requirements on several packs in the markets as well, so you can get packs a little bit sooner. No indications on what there is. All right, so let's go ahead and do another scan here. My little T2 system. Pew. I'm just gonna keep scanning, see what we find till they stop it. So the nice thing about scanning T2 with the T4 scanner is that I can just scan all day. Alright, no more signals. I only got one this time. I got an uncommon find. Hiigaran Shipwrecks. So these are going to give out an increased module parts. I don't know what they mean by module, but I'm assuming they mean machinery parts instead of module. And that's all we got for that one. We'll jump to another system. They've also have a couple miscellaneous changes. Change that you cannot collect assignment rewards in mission anymore. So you cannot collect assignment rewards in missions anymore. So if you're in a mission, you can't go through your dailies and collect them. They said they've increased the startup speed. They've also changed the Tier Shark and the Mojave to the Seeker Tier Shark and the Repair Mojave. They've changed base fabrication refining time and some other graphical user UI changes. Not significant, but it's nice to see that they were doing little things like that. But ultimately what we're looking for is the bug fixes. So they've fixed allied healing 100%. Love that. They fixed a bug that leads to a crash in analyzing missions. They've also fixed officer perks in the officer exchange. That's kind of awesome. So now I can actually see what officers I'm dismissing all the time. It picks the platform defense missions. No longer have to worry about the mission failing if just one of the turrets dies. Alien Lighthouse got a buff. Fixed the pirate hideout all platforms. They also fixed some UI issues with the starbase and the vacating officers in your fleet. That the UI numbers didn't change. They also fixed some stuff about the collector UI. So this is actually kind of cool. So now if you go into fleet configuration, you look at one of these guys, you'll see that that includes an armor repair hull and armor and hull repair per second for the collectors. This doesn't change anything about the controllers. The controllers still have no kind of identification of what they're doing, how much they can mine or whatever they can do. But good luck with that. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm excited to get into explore some of these scans. Looks like I've already got 3 here, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. This is gonna be pretty nice because then you can continue doing. I like doing tier 2 stuff just because the signals are super easy. I can do it with a carrier without super modifying my weapons. Oh, an abandoned freighter. I don't have to have heavy weapons and all that kind of stuff, and I can use a carrier with 3 escort slots and have all my remote controllers going, which is nice. But now it looks like they've added more options to be able to get stuff. We'll see how this goes. I'm not too excited about parts being a late tier player, but it is nice for earlier tier players to be able to get access to some of these parts much more easily. So we'll see how long it goes before I just start skipping all of those, skipping collecting those. I might just collect them anyway, but who knows. But anyway, as always, make sure you do your dailies.